My name is Yolanda. I'm an instructor in hospitality management at College of the Desert in Palm Desert, California. I'm originally from Montebello, California, which is a suburb of downtown LA. So I graduated from Montebello High School, and when I graduated, I went to Rio Hondo College in Whittier, California. I went there for 2 years, and then transferred over to USC, where I completed it in 4 years. So I'm very familiar with the community college system. At a four-year college, as a freshman, you can be in a class of 200, right? And even when you're, junior and senior year, if you don't want to do your homework, no one's going to remind you to do your homework. If you don't want to go to class, you don't have to go to class. You're going to fail, but there's not that reinforcement, right? At a community college, you have much more focused attention. You know, I take attendance. If someone isn't coming to class, we're checking like, hey, is everything okay? Are there any services that we can offer you? And honestly, at College of the Desert, there are so many resources that are available to our students, whether it be in the disability services, whether it be in our career training, our library, our tutoring services. I mean, they have so many. Just, this morning I was teaching one of my classes, and we had a resume writing workshop. And they offer services that really in the real world cost, could be thousands of dollars. There's career assessments, there's resume templates, there's cover letters, so many tools that the college provides. And during the pandemic especially, they've provided so many tools for our students in need. If they needed food or whatever it was, we were there to help. If they didn't have internet, we opened up the parking lot so at least they could go there and get some Wi-Fi. So I believe that if you're not sure what you want to do, and even if you are sure what you're going to do, right, it's a very nurturing environment where you can feel confident in going to a counselor or to your instructor with help. Like, I don't get it, I don't understand, and they're really going to make an effort to help you. So that's a really big difference to me. I talk to a lot of employers, and the main thing they say is, I can teach them the skills, right? But they have to have those soft skills, right? And I think that with hospitality management, you learn so much. Customer service, but it's more than just customer service, right? If you're going to provide true hospitality, you have to learn about yourself. So one of the things that we do is you take a personality profile, you learn about yourself, you learn how to deal with other personality types and how to identify them. You learn how to talk to people, you learn conflict resolution. These are all skills. There's business courses you have to take, right? Got to have accounting, you have to have math, you have to have English, you have to be able to communicate. So these are all skills that transfer into so many industries. One of the things that we've seen is with hospitality is that in the health field, senior living, assisted living, in those environments, congregate living situations, hospitality management comes in, matches it so well, because you are dealing, in many ways, it's like a little mini hotel, little mini restaurant, right there. And we find that a lot of these facilities like hiring people from hospitality. And so there's really a lot of our skills that we learn on a human level that transfer to so many different professions. I mean, if you're in IT and you have to, talk to a customer, well, you have to be able to relate to that customer. And so all these skills play into all of that. The California community colleges as a whole, right, have really made it a priority to prepare students for the workforce. Career Ready California, the segment I'm in is RHT, retail, hospitality, and tourism, have provided so many tools and so many avenues for our students and suggestions, right? But one of the things that I'm looking at is that we are going to be coming out of this. And I feel that the students that are in hospitality, right, retail, tourism, they are getting the education that they need right now, so that when we open up again, which it's going to open up, they're going to be ready. You start seeing, right? I talk to people in the industry. Hotels are opening up. Maybe they're not going to fly internationally, but they're ready to go. Like they're going to drive or fly somewhere domestically, and that's going to happen this year. It could still be going on next year if people aren't comfortable getting on a plane and flying to another country. So right now is the time for them to learn all of these skills. And with Career Ready, they just offer so many tools. And aside from tools for the students, support for us as instructors on, hey, have you thought about this? One of the things that I'm looking at is there is going to be a paradigm shift. There's no doubt about it. Hospitality industry has changed. There was always an emphasis on cleanliness, but now we go beyond, right? We see now that if you were a leader in the industry and if you were already had forward thinking, you're doing better. You survived it. For example, if you own a restaurant, if you already had online ordering or were offering pickup and delivery, you were ready to go, right? If you didn't make that shift really early on, you're probably closed by now. So critical thinking skills are something that we are really working on, and we're doing that with help as well from Career Ready California with case studies, right? Case studies that have to do with critical thinking, case studies that have to do with enhanced sanitation and cleanliness. How are we going to handle all of this? Because it is going to be different. And so for our students that are in the programs right now, that are learning things like this, that in the past students really haven't learned, and it's new in the industry, I think that they really are in a really good position to take advantage of the comeback. And it's coming, right? You have more vaccines, more herd immunity, more therapeutics. And so I think we're in a much better position than we were last year. At least we have an idea of where we're going. But definitely the California community colleges and Career Ready California just have been very proactive on preparing students for what's coming.